Hello everyone and welcome back to the PowerUp video tutorial series. Today we're going to talk about how to use your GameSave files that you make in the PowerUp app in the Dolphin Emulator and how to use the GameSave Manager to make that process easier. So first, it's important to understand that whatever file is named pm2mos.dat and is in the Dolphin data folder for the PowerPros game will be the GameSave file that's used. So if we look at the We Save folder, and we can get to it here from the Dolphin Emulator, you can see that this pm2mos.dat is in this folder. And whatever file in this folder is named that will be the active GameSave file. So before, the app would spit out a bunch of different things which were prefixed with some sort of name and then ended with pm2mos.dat. And you were in charge of doing whatever copying and renaming it required to make the pm2mos.dat file be your GameSave file. Now we've created the GameSave Manager to make that process a lot easier for you guys. To use the GameSave Manager, you want to click on the Game Saves button in the upper right hand corner of the app. This will either pop open this dialog and configure everything for you, or you'll have to select your data folder. And all that data folder is that exact same folder that when you right click on the MLB PowerPros game in Dolphin and say open We Save folder, same exact folder that this takes you to. So as long as you select that folder when you're configuring it, it'll work just the same as if it does it automatically. If you're lucky, it'll just do it automatically and you'll never even have to think about it. So the first thing you'll notice here is that we have one game save right now, and its name is Original. This original game save is just whatever game save was active in Dolphin at the time that you configured the GameSave Manager. It'll just create this original entry here in the GameSave Manager as a backup that you can always go back to if you want to switch back to whatever GameSave you were using before you started using PowerUp to switch them in and out. If for some reason anything ever happens to this file, it always should get synced back when you use it, so it should always stay up to date. But if for some reason anything ever happens to it and it gets corrupted, there's a backup that's saved alongside of it in the original folder here under the PowerUp game saves. We have this second backup called backup_pm2mos.dat. This is just another backup that was created at the time that the GameSave Manager was configured, and this one does not get synced, so there's no risk of it getting corrupted or anything. So this will always be there, and you can always go back to it if you absolutely have to. So now that we've seen the GameSave Manager, let's go ahead and export a GameSave so that we can use it in the GameSave Manager and load it up into Dolphin. So if you haven't done this before, we've got this button in the upper right here that looks a lot like a download icon. This will be the one you use to export your GameSave. You can either use the base GameSave, which just writes right over the base PowerPros roster, no success mode characters, no anything purchased from the store, just a blank GameSave file. Or you can choose your own GameSave file to overwrite instead, and this will allow you to preserve things that you purchased in the store, success mode characters, custom teams, all of those sorts of things. For now, we'll just go with the default and we'll just use the base GameSave. So we'll go ahead and export these 2014 MLB rosters and go back to the GameSave folder of the GameSave Manager, and we'll see that we now have the 2014 MLB rosters as an option of the GameSave Manager. All that we need to do to activate it is click this Activate button, and it will handle all of the copying and renaming that is required to make it the active GameSave in Dolphin. And now if we reload the PowerPros game through the Dolphin Emulator, this will be the active game save. It's important to note that you're going to have to reload PowerPros from the very start in order to activate a different game save. If you try to switch on the fly, it just won't work. It doesn't know how to handle that. It loads up all of the rosters at the very beginning of loading the game, and then from there it just operates on them in memory. While we're here, you'll see that you also have the option to rename your game saves so that they'll show up with a different name inside of this GameSave Manager. So if for some reason I wanted to call this 2014 MLB Rosters version 1, and I'll go ahead and save by clicking this lock icon here. And now, every time I load this up, it will now say 2014 MLB Rosters version 1. So now let's go ahead and load our rosters up in the PowerPros game. Alright, so now that PowerPros is loaded, let's go ahead and check out the rosters that it activated. So now you can see that these will be the 2014 MLB rosters, which are the ones that we just activated through the PowerUp app. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully with this it'll make it a lot easier for you to take the rosters that you generate through PowerUp and slap them right into the game and play without having to worry about doing all that file copying.